For many people, Japan is a strange land, impossible to comprehend, a land of stark contrasts and seemingly irreconcilable contradictions. Its gardens, its ceremonies, its natural surroundings make it a land of the most exquisite and delicate beauty imaginable, while its crowded, stark modern cities can shock one with their coldness. The gentle politeness of the people can be so extreme as to seem exaggerated. Yet throughout history, their soldiers have been capable of some of the most extreme acts of systematic cruelty known to humanity. It is a land of profound ancient spirituality, and at the same time, a land of the grossest materialism in the modern world. A place of hot and cold, dark and light, contradiction upon contradiction. In short, it is the perfect mirror of the soul of every one of us. When the Japanese people encountered Christianity in 1549, they were weary of the century of national strife they had just been facing. Society was in chaos, and the people were hungry for a fresh message of spirituality and hope. The great Saint Francis Xavier himself brought them just such a message in what was for them a new teaching, a belief in the supreme power of love, an encounter with the God of love. So impressed was he with the people there that he declared them to be the best people ever, and said that among all the nations there would never be another to surpass the Japanese, who prize honor above all else. He knew that the message of the Christ would be welcomed there, just as centuries before the message of the Buddha had been. Francis Xavier was correct. The message found enthusiastic acceptance, and Christianity flourished for 50 years. But soon the political situation changed once again, and a ruthless form of militaristic government dominated the nation for the next centuries, crushing all that did not fit into its power structure and worldview. Christianity was banned completely. Priests were exiled or went into hiding, but many people refused to abandon their faith. One after another, they were captured and put to death. On February 5th, 1597, 26 Christians, including 3 young boys, were crucified in Nagasaki as a warning to others who refused to renounce their beliefs. The ban on the religion was officially lifted only 300 years later, in 1873, and by that time, over 40,000 people had been executed for following the message of the Christ. Christianity was almost completely wiped out in Japan. Nevertheless, despite horrendous oppression, groups of people went into hiding and secretly kept the faith through 4 centuries, long after the persecution had stopped. These closet Christians are known as Kakure Kirishitan, or hidden Christians. They had to disguise their faith, burying it in the symbols of other religions that were accepted by the government, while all the time preserving the message of Christ in their hearts, a message which they passed down through the generations. Images of Jesus and Mary were disguised as Buddhas. No longer could they use churches or crosses. prayers, too, were disguised to sound like Buddhist chants. And indeed, elements of the old ways were merged with the new, just as they have been in every time and place. They had no catechisms, no prayer books, no priests or teachers. They had only ancient memories and a strong determination to remain faithful to a message for which their ancestors died. The original meaning of many of the prayers and rituals had long been forgotten, but a shell was preserved, often combined with the prayers and rituals and beliefs of other faith traditions. Even after Christianity was once again legal, many of these people refused to join the newly freed institutional church, but continued practicing the variation of the faith which they had known for centuries. Today, several thousand of these hidden Christians remain in southern Japan. The prayers they recite are filled with old Portuguese, Spanish, and Latin words, now so thoroughly corrupted and mispronounced and mixed with Japanese as to be completely unintelligible to anyone but God. They can still sing pieces of the old hymns taught to their ancestors centuries ago by the missionaries, so that one must now go to the remote islands of Japan to hear the songs of 16th century Spain. It is an amazing phenomenon and demonstrates the resilience of the human soul, the deep-seated need to cling to something higher, and the tremendous human capacity to merge the unknown with the familiar, the new with the old, the foreign with the homegrown. These hidden Christians, exotic and impenetrable and different as they may be, are a special gift to the world. The encounter, the exchange between East and West, between culture and culture, between human and human, is a powerful thing, at times destructive, at times constructive, always disruptive of a comfortable, stagnant complacency. How much more so is the encounter of the human with the divine? People will come from the east and the west, and from the north and the south, and will recline at table in the kingdom of God. All will find a place at the table, and in the soul of each will be found a place for God. For God enters into each person through a secret door, a hidden door, a door different in each soul. Inside every person born is a hidden Christian. For inside every person born, under all the confusion, under all the fear, under all the pretending and denying and running and surprising, is a gloriously present hidden